G'day folks. Well, today we are camping for the very first time with the new Headspace Roof Conversion. Now the temperature is supposed to get down to about 0 degrees tonight. It's going to be very, very cold. I hope we get a good night's sleep. But the whole point of chopping the roof off and doing the roof conversion is when it gets too cold, you can always go and sit inside the car, you can stand up inside the car, live in the car, and then when it comes time to go to bed, we'll just step up into the bed and there we are. So hopefully we'll have a nice relaxing evening and quiet, peaceful sleep. Hopefully we'll survive the night. Let's find out. Well, we have found the most amazing camping spot. It's a beautiful spring day, but it will get very cold tonight. So we're making a fire and then we'll put some dinner on. Alrighty, so for dinner tonight we are having lemon and herb chicken. Let's see how this goes. Over the coals. Well, dinner turned out to be absolutely amazing, but then it got pretty cold, so we retreated into the troopy. Oh, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. You want to get in first?
Freezing!
This is exactly the reason why I bought the troopy. Time to try out the first night in the troopy.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
So, we are inside our troopy. It's going to be amazing when we get it built.
Yeah.
There's so many options that we've been going through various YouTube videos and checking out troopies everywhere we find one. Even at the four-wheel drive show that we were at recently. Every troopy we come across, we go, what's different on this one? What could we incorporate into our build? So we're getting lots of ideas. I definitely like the idea of having some sort of reclining space on the inside and in the back. Sorry, space for two people to sleep, because there might be situations where we don't want to open up the tent.
Oh yeah, that's a must.
Yeah,
yes.
We might want to stealth camp or just not draw attention to ourselves, or it could be too windy or whatever, and we don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to open up the tent. So I really like the idea of just crawling into the back here and opening up something that turns into a double bed, and then we can sleep in the back. So I think that would be a really cool thing to have. Some kind of a blackout. I've seen you can get things for the rear windows. They're really thick suction cupped insulated pads that you can stick over the windows to block the light out completely, so you can turn the lights on and people wouldn't know that you're camping in your car. I think that would be really cool. It keeps it cooler as well. A sink would be an interesting idea. We don't necessarily need to have a sink in the car because most of our cooking will be done outside. But if you think about it, if you're stealth camping in your vehicle, a sink might be handy because you want to brush your teeth, and there are certain things that you might want to wash your hands or whatever.
Wash up.
Yeah, wash up. And so having a sink might be a good idea, and you can also use your sink for storage. And when you're traveling, put plates and whatever else into your sink so that you don't, or something that doesn't rattle, but that might be a good idea. Now I've come across to me, when I've heard about it, I thought it was a genius idea. Rather than having a grey water tank underneath the car, the idea was that the space that the grey water tank takes up underneath the car, well, you could better use that for storing more fuel or more water. So what do you do about the water that goes down your sink? Well, you have an outlet underneath the car and you put a collapsible bucket underneath that outlet, and then when you're ready to depart camp, you just take that bucket, chuck out the water onto a tree, collapse it, and you're ready to go. I think that's a fantastic idea. It's much better than having a grey water tank and carrying around with you that water that is of no use to you anyway. So that's potentially something we could do.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
But the amount of space in here,
That's fantastic.
it is fantastic. We've got the all the windows zipped up at the moment, and yeah, I can stand up on top of this box and still not touch the ceiling. So it's fantastic. Yeah, I've seen people put lights down hidden away between the wall and the roof conversion, little LED light strips, and you can dim those. That might be a nice idea. But yeah, so much to think about.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. It's going to be
It's
fantastic.
yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
So nice to be able to sit inside somewhere more comfortable rather than the two front seats of the FJ.
Oh, so many times we've had to retreat to the front seats to eat dinner. Remember the last time in the high country?
Yes. Flies galore.
Oh God.
It was terrible.
Flies and moths.
You were eating flies.
Yeah, we were cooking and Susie was swatting about 1 billion flies with a cutting board, trying to, yeah.
Create some wind to blow them away.
Yeah, and as soon as the dinner was cooked, we ran and locked ourselves in the front seat, killed all the flies we could still that followed us in, and we sat there eating away. So having the luxury of living inside the car, eating inside here, we'll get a fly screen for the rear door and maybe fly screens for the side windows as well.
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, let's go try the bed.
Yeah, it's time for bed.
Yes. Oh, our first night in the Headspace.
It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, it is.
Friends.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What's that?
We're head down.
You're right.
You can't sleep like this.
No.
We're going to have to turn around.
Yeah, let's do that. Wow, this is huge. Now that my head is up this end, it's even bigger.
Lay down so we can see how much room we have.
All right. Well, I've still got I don't know, about 5-10 centimeters between me and the wall,
Same with me.
and there's enough gap between the
Oh,
two of
that's
us.
fantastic.
Not that we need the gap, but it's roomy.
Yeah,
it's nice.
We were sardines in the other one.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That is really good.
yeah.
I
Now
love it.
we just got to make sure we don't freeze tonight, and I don't think we will because this is a really thick. What is this? A sleeping bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. What brand is this?
Coleman.
It's Common. It's it's like a flannel material.
This one zips off
Yeah,
if you don't want it so hot.
that's really cool.
So
I like
cool.
it. Yeah. So our first night in the
Yeah.
Headspace.
It's fantastic.
Now, the only criticism I have of this tent is the light switch is way up there and my arm isn't long enough to turn that off. But Ollie, I believe, has fixed this. He is now offering reading lights at a much more reasonable height that you can just turn off. Anyway, I shall see you in the morning.
Yeah.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Oh, I can't reach that. I've got to turn it off. And there we go.
Sleep now.
And now turn the camera off. Good night, everyone. Oh, what a beautiful fire. Look at that.
Finally warm. It was
Good
so
morning.
cold. Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, folks. Well, we survived our first night camping in the Headspace Roof Conversion, and I found it to be good. How did you find it, Susie?
It was excellent.
Yeah?
The room we have side by side,
Oh, yeah.
even though it's about that much more we get, it's massive to us.
It's comparing it to my previous rooftop tent. If I won't name the brand name, but if you've been watching this channel for a while and you've seen my previous four-wheel drive, you'll know which tent I'm talking about. This is way bigger, not just longer because naturally this is the length of the car, but it's wider. It's way wider. So much room, as the name suggests, Headspace. You get a hell of a lot more space. I was lying there last night looking up at the ceiling before we turned the lights off and just looking at it going, wow, this is huge. It's wide, it's long, it's high, it's everything the name suggests. And yeah, it was really good. Now, in terms of the mattress, now this is a very personal choice, and some people like a firmer mattress, some people like a really soft mattress. I think we are in the latter camp. We like a slightly softer mattress, so I think we're going to have to put some toppers on the mattress to get it to the right amount of softness that we prefer. But there's plenty of space in the high top version so that we can add mattress toppers and make it comfortable. But apart from that, it was really comfortable.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It didn't feel claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Sometimes the other one would feel like that, and well, for me, and I'd have to open up the windows more to let more air through.
Yeah.
And I actually slept really well. I seemed to suffer from a bit of anxiety of that someone could climb up the ladder, even though private property or anything, it didn't seem to matter. And I felt really secure that I was in my little cocoon, no one could get in as such. So I slept better finally. Yeah,
there's no ladders on the outside like in my previous four-wheel drive, so there's no other way into the car. So yeah, it's so far I've got no complaints about the Headspace. I absolutely love it. Now, as for the rest of the Troopy build at this stage, well, you can see over there we've got things in tubs, and inside is like a dog's breakfast. It is just terrible. It's basically a big empty space. We've got all of our clothes in a backpack. Everything is mashed together. We've got kitchen stuff in a box, and everything is just in tubs and boxes, and it's terrible. I can't find anything. Last night I was trying to find a beanie. I was rummaging through this backpack, and it's not the way to do it. I know some people like to camp with a box and a swag, but it's not for us, especially when you're doing long-term touring. By long-term I mean 2 or 3 weeks or longer. You can't live out of a box. It's not the best way to be. Think of it like going home and having to rummage through a backpack just to find the clothes that you want to wear, or rummage through a box and trying to find the knife and spoon that you want to use. You want to walk up to a drawer, open it up, take out the cutlery or take out your t-shirt or whatever. You want to just walk up and use it. So the whole point of doing the Troopy build is to make it very easy to use and live with. So hence the need for drawers and internal cabinets, so you can just open the door and just reach in and get what you want. But because of the way the Troopy is, it's a very long car, and you don't have sideways access unless we put gull wings in. So we need to be able to reach in through the gull wings to get things, and have long drawers at the back so we can pull it out and reach into things that are stored deep in the vehicle. And I really want to have a pull-out kitchen probably at the back. I think that'll be a really good addition. So,
and we're organisation freaks.
Yes.
We need organisation.
Yeah. So there's a saying, a place for everything and everything in its place, and I think that makes a whole lot of sense. So it's time now that we've started thinking about how we're going to build the internal of the Troopy, and there's many different ways of doing it, and I've been looking at all sorts of different videos on YouTube and at the 4-wheel drive show, seeing what people are doing, and there we go, rummaging around in boxes to find things. Susie's proving that right now. We'll need to put that on the fire to sterilise it a bit before putting sausages on it.
Exactly what I'm doing.
Excellent. Anyway, so we're going to cook up some sausages on the fire here, and I think we have some eggs and sausage and egg muffins or something. This is our latest new toy. It is a spun steel frying pan from Hillbilly, and it is fantastic. You can mount it on a pole, and supposedly it's non-stick if you use it correctly. Let's see how we go. Right, now as soon as Susie leaves, I will show you some real cooking. This is how you make sausages. I'm sure all the guys will agree, it's either on fire or it's not cooking at all. Am I right? That's a good sound. Yes. Look at that. Look at that, non-slip. That's what you want. Non-slip. Tuck into my beautiful sausage and bacon roll. Look at that. Look at that. That looks amazing.
Sauce?
No, I think I'm going to go without sauce.
No way, gotta have sauce.
I'll take a bite first and then... Alrighty, let's see. Mmm. Oh my god. That is so good. Lamb? Lamb sausages?
I have no idea.
They're good. Not chicken.
No.
Mmm. Mm.
Oh, I have no idea. They're in the bottom of the freezer.
Anything cooked over a campfire is far better. Beautiful.
Very tasty.
Mm. 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 Well, that was a nice little camping trip. It's a beautiful day here today. We went for a walk before. The wattle trees are out in full bloom. There's frogs everywhere. There's wombats. It's a really, really nice property. Now, back to the Troopy. So far, I'm really, really happy with the build. Everything that I've done on it until today, I'm super, super happy with. I'm a firm believer in taking your time when building out a four-wheel drive, especially if it's a new vehicle. If you've owned your 14th Troopy, well, you know exactly what you're doing and you can do it in 2 months if you have the money. But if it's a new vehicle that you're not familiar with, you really need to take the time to go out camping with the vehicle again and again and again and live with the vehicle, and only then will you learn where best to put things in the vehicle. What is right for you, it may not be right for someone else. So you really need to go, and every time you go on a camping trip, you think about, well, what worked, what didn't work, what can I improve upon? And as you're slowly building out your vehicle, constantly reassess where you are, what you want to achieve, and what's working, what can be improved. So, as I expected, the learnings out of this camping trip are that you really need some sort of internal drawer system or storage system, so cabinets, etc., because access into the Troopy is very difficult. It's a very long vehicle. You've got windows on the side. If you replace the windows with gull wings, then you can reach in, but once the vehicle is lifted a bit higher, then it's going to be a bit harder to reach in. So you really need to be able to have long drawers that you pull out and get to your most frequently needed things. The other thing that I have learned today is I've put the fridge behind the passenger seat on purpose, because that's the area that I have been intending on putting the fridge when we do the internal build, and I wanted to see what it was going to be like to live with. Now, the reason that I don't necessarily want to put the fridge right at the rear door is because that's prime real estate. That needs to be the things that you need to get to all the time. But realistically, how many times do you go to your fridge? You go there at breakfast, at lunchtime, and at dinner time, and not very often in between. So if the fridge is further in, you walk into the vehicle, you take out all the things you need for that meal, and that's it. You don't need to open it 20, 30, 40 times a day. But if you have a drawer at the rear where you're getting tools and camera gear and whatever else that you need more frequently, that makes more sense to me. So I've placed the fridge temporarily behind the passenger seat, and yeah, sometimes it's a little bit of a pain to walk in there, but I think it's still better than having it at the rear door. What else is there? Water tank. Now, at the moment we've got a jerry can. It's only temporary until we get some better solution. I'm going to have to get an underbody water tank. There's a lot of options, but considering we want to do long trips, it needs to be the largest water tank I can find, and needs to be as low down as possible. That's going to go between the chassis rails underneath the car. So I need to now start looking for a suitable water tank. I want to put a long-range fuel tank in there as well, so I'm going to try and find the most suitable long-range fuel tank while still being able to have the largest water tank. So there's a lot to think about. And then of course the cabinetry, yeah, the list goes on and on and on. It's a money pit, but it's all to achieve a long-term vision of being able to live out of the car for weeks or months at a time. So slowly but surely we're heading to that point. So thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next video. If you like this video, leave me a comment. I love to read your comments. If you haven't subscribed, click on subscribe and click the little notification bell, because that way you will not miss out on future videos. And 50% of people watching my videos are not subscribed. So please remember, it's very important. Hit subscribe and hit the notification bell and click on like, because it helps me out a lot. So until the next video, cheerio guys.